y'all, thank you so much for tuning into my channel. My name is Kelsey, and around here we talk primarily about Young Living essential oils and all of their products. So today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I wanted to kind of share a little bit about what I use in my wellness lifestyle and what kind of helps keep me above the wellness line, anything from like immune support and like what I use when I actually do get sick, because as crazy as it sounds, we do get sick around here. We're not, like immune to everything. Oh, I use essential oils and I never get sick. I do still sometimes, kind of feel under the weather, and there are some things that I use. So I wanted to share a couple of those things with you and just, some wellness stuff. So let's go ahead and get started. So to start, I want to mention that I use like all of the Thieves line, just about. There's very few things that I don't use, but these are just a couple to go ahead and get us started. So, for my mouth, I use the Thieves mouthwash, and I use both of the Thieves toothpaste. So we have the Thieves Aroma Bright and the Thieves Whitening. I use both of those, and the mouthwash, of course, and they are great. Having that extra little bit of Thieves in there with the orange oil and the lemon oil, and then of course in the mouthwash, I do believe that there are a couple other oils in there as well aside from just the Thieves blend, but all of those for me have been so good at just kind of keeping me above the wellness line and feeling pretty good, because you're getting extra little doses of those oils all day long because you're using those products consistently, and it really has changed a whole lot for me. We also have the Thieves Foaming Hand Wash, which has been really just like a staple in my house now because I can't live with it. Like I love it. First off, it's non-toxic, which means that I'm not hindering my immune system, which is something else that you have to take into consideration. So the fact that I've switched out all of my household products for Thieves and Young Living products, it means that I'm not like damaging my immune system anymore like I was with other products. So before I switched over to Young Living and using Thieves, I was using products that were not only hurting my immune system, but hurting my hormonal health. Some of them, of course, have cancer-causing ingredients, so I felt like it was really important that I went with products that I knew were 100% natural. I knew that everything was sourced like properly, and I knew that I didn't have to worry about where everything was coming from because Young Living was producing the majority of it. And anything that they do have to pull from like outside of their company, they do like numerous checks on all of that, and so I feel safer using these products versus anything else that I was using before. I also have the Thieves dish soap, because when you wash your dishes, the soap and whatever potential residue is left behind, say you didn't rinse it enough, that soap is going to go onto your plates and dishes, it's going to go onto your food, it's going to go into your mouth and down in your stomach, and you're gonna digest that. I feel like it's so important for people to recognize that that is something that happens. Like when you're like using products all the time, you're using, your laundry soap, which I have that too. When you use your laundry soap and you're washing your clothes, and then you put those clothes with a little bit of the potentially soapy residue left on your clothes, that soap is going into your, like whatever chemicals are in that soap, it's going to go into your skin. And so I feel like it's really important to be super aware of whatever it is that you're using, so that you know what's going into your body or what could be going into your body. And so it kind of helps with the overall like wellness support and immune system support, because when you're damaging your immune system, you're not helping it. So there's a lot more that goes into wellness support and immune system support than just use this, use this, use this. You have to actually take some things away. So that's really, really important to note. As far as supplements go, when I can kind of start to tell like, I went and I hung out with like my cousin that was sick, I'm starting to feel a little funny, maybe I should just kind of take a check on this. So I take some Inner Defense, I know the light is so bright, you guys, I'm so sorry. So I do take Inner Defense when I start to feel kind of like funky, and that works wonders. It's got a bunch of essential oils in it and some other vitamins. It's just been a really great go-to supplement for me. I also take Life 9, which it does recommend that you take Life 9 when you're using this, because it just helps amplify the results, and it just makes it better. It just makes sure that when you are using it, you're not wasting it. You know, your body's absorbing it properly and things like that. I do have like a little DIY throat spray that I make up every once in a while. My mom actually started making it for me, and then of course I got the recipe and started learning how to make it myself. I would love to actually do like a DIY video of that, so if you're interested, comment down below, let me know if you would like me to do a DIY video of the throat spray. It's awesome. It does have alcohol in it, but the majority of throat sprays do have a minuscule amount of alcohol in it, just because it's good to kind of help burn all the germs off. At least that's what the military people like to say, so I'm just gonna take it at that, you know, whatever. But it smells so good. You can smell the Thieves and you can smell the oils that are in there, and of course you use the Vitality version. Speaking of the Vitality version of Thieves, I do like to make a Thieves tea. So the Thieves tea is just like 1 to 2 drops of Thieves in a coffee cup with some honey, and then if you have a Keurig, you can just pop that sucker right underneath there. It pours the hot water in there, and then you've got yourself a glass of Thieves tea. I love that, you guys. As soon as I start to feel like my throat's a little tingly, or as soon as I'm feeling like, so I go and I make myself a cup of Thieves tea, and typically that works wonders. I also will put Thieves and frankincense, of course Vitality, into a spoonful of honey, and that's like my mega blaster. Like, that's just like the nope, ain't gonna happen. Nope, I have stuff to do today, I have stuff to do tomorrow, and I am not going to let my immune system fail me today. So that's usually my go-to for that. Oregano is in a lot of health products out there, so if you're looking for a little bit of extra immune support, that oregano Vitality is great. You can toss it in with like your chicken. That way, you know, you're getting it into your system, but you're not necessarily like you just straight up using that oil, because it is hot. There are some people who will put a couple drops of oregano and maybe a couple other drops of some other things like frankincense into some capsules, and they'll take a capsule because it is a Vitality oil. That's totally safe. I will warn you though, you might get the oily burps. If you use oils, you know what I mean. So as for oils that aren't necessarily immune supporting, but we use them on a regular basis just to kind of help open up our lungs so that we know that we're breathing. It kind of helps when you've got a little bit of like extra congestion and you just need to have the air like super clean. I like to use peppermint. And then for me, I can't really tell a difference between the eucalyptus scents. So I've got eucalyptus radiata and eucalyptus globulus. I'm terrible at pronouncing that. My mom, yeah, eucalyptus globulus. So, and then of course, like I said, eucalyptus radiata. Those are great if you've got like something in the shower that you can put like the scent on and kind of get like all the aroma into the shower, because it's all steamy and you're just breathing it in. It's great to toss in the diffuser, so that you kind of have that going all day, just something fresh, something light. RC is great for that. Raven is good for that. So there's a variety of different oils that you can use to just kind of help open your airways and your nasal passage, and you can breathe like you're supposed to when times start getting tough. There are so many other oils out there, you guys, that can help with immune support. There's so many other products out there that make the world of a difference for people. Granted, I do always recommend that you go and you see a health professional when it comes to getting sick and getting a cold, but it never hurts to have an extra resource to kind of help continue that pursuit of health, okay? We always want to be our healthiest selves. We always want to be able to do the things that we feel the desire to do, like going to your child's softball game or going and doing, you know, certain things and having the capability to do that and not always feeling like you're ill. So I feel like it is very important, you know, to kind of take your health by the horns and say, look, I am in charge and we are going to be healthy. And one of the best ways to do that is more preventative health care, in my opinion. That's what I pursue. I personally prefer to prevent being ill than I do trying to heal myself later. But if I do get sick, I typically do go to the doctor and say, hey doctor, what should I do? And then they tell me what I should do, and then I do what they tell me, and then I add in extra things because I do know my body very well, and I like to support it in the way that it is also familiar with. So that is just my personal preference, and I hope that this video was helpful to you guys. If it was, give it a like. Tell me what your favorite thing was down in the comments below. Tell me what you like to do that maybe I didn't talk about when it comes to your immune support and wellness journey. Go ahead and comment that down below. I'd love to hear from you. If you found this video so helpful that you are hopeful I will have something even more helpful in the future, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you guys as a part of this community. You guys are why I started this channel. If we aren't already connected on other social media platforms, I will have my links down in the description below. So my Instagram is MissKelseyDWMRS, and I would love to hear from you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Much love, you guys. Bye.